sign that was inspired by you.
I want to give a shout out this morning from Occupy Kingwood to Egberto Willies, who's one of our major instigators and inspirations. He's at the Netroots Conference in Rhode Island, and that just shows his activism even at the national level, doing excellent work with a group of liberal bloggers, and also reflective of that, not just the fact that there are a handful of us out here this morning holding the fort for Occupy Kingwood. That's because a lot of the Kingwood area Democrats are at the State Democratic Convention as delegates and playing other roles, and that's very exciting because they're having influence on the state level. And then we have a group of the students from Kingwood College. Jay Tice is with about half a dozen of those who are at a democracy conference in San Antonio to inspire students to do grassroots activism and work for a better society. So I wanted to again thank Egberto especially. He's normally here doing this, but we're doing it in his place. And without Egberto, a whole lot of this wouldn't be taking place right here in Kingwood, Texas. So hello, Egberto, and look forward to having you back with us this time next week. Now, we only have one student here today, a couple of us are teachers. That's because a group of students from San Antonio are democracy.
But are you still demonstrating over the same thing? Or what?
Yes, that's right.
And what do you hope to accomplish by doing this?
Well,
just besides awareness, but anything else?
Well, that's one big thing, is awareness, and we're out here every single Saturday.
But did you know that peaceful protests are almost always successful to affect change?
If you say so.
It is. It's true.
Say so.
So you think if we need change in this country that they're just going to change it if the people don't ask for it and stand up for it?
That's just it.
That's the purpose of being here.
And the people need to be behind Obama. He is powerless because he's under so much pressure from them.
Well, I mean, the Republicans now have just said we're not doing anything.
Yeah,
Nothing.
We're going to ruin
Nothing. We're gonna. I mean, they caused the problem.
Even though it sounds horrible, they're going to ruin it. The people are going to swallow it. They're going to blame it on Obama. He ruined it.
Yes.
So this is how they're going to do. We're going to ruin it. We're going to blame Obama. Just like with the TARP and all that stuff. Immediately, he wasn't even in office yet. They blamed him already.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh, I know.
It's ups and downs.
This isn't racism.
Well, you would know. You studied German.
A nice German name. Tom
Okay, Berto, he says this is a joke. So,
He has a simple
you know, you show people the truth. I mean, it doesn't matter.
I'm sure.
That's true. It's all over the internet.
Yeah, so.
But you know,
Now look at this though. Here's one thing that's going on. We've got a longer period, so that's probably some of what's happening there in terms of that bar.
well, we got 2 wars.
Yeah, but that's true. Yeah.
We got 2 wars and a tax cut for the wealthy. So
I don't know.
so that's really.
He knows a lot more than you do.
There's an 8-year period compared to 2. That's some of the experience. So I think if you were, to be sure.
I think you guys are missing. Okay, then let me see if I understand. What do you want for free? What is it that you want?
I don't want anything for free. I want people, let me make
It
this
says health care for people.
Okay,
what is that?
That's not free health care. It's just health care, available health care for all.
Listen, I just came from Germany a little while ago, and it's not free over there either.
People have to pay for it, and we agree with that. People, yeah.
What you imply is the fact that you want free.
Nope. Free. Nope.
Not free.
We're all in the same.
We just want
How
it.
much are you willing to pay for your health?
Well, look. I mean, we're gonna.
We want it to be available. It's not. Affordable health care is not available.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, affordable to one person, it's not affordable to another person.
And some people, it's like the Christian concept of our brothers and sisters. There's some who can't pay for whatever reasons who can't, who aren't able to work. This system doesn't provide full employment. Those of us who have good jobs are willing to step up and pay what it's going to take so we can cover everything.
That's your opinion. I'm not willing to step up
for
anybody.
Okay. The market has become an alternative to God. Frankly, it's a God that's failed. Just like communism. Communism is a God that failed. Organized capitalism is a God that has failed as well. And we need to get beyond this religious faith that somehow is the deal.
I classify myself as so to me, God has no place in this.
Well, that's good. Sounds like you're taking a more rational approach than a lot of people do.
Yeah. When I was over in Germany a couple of weeks ago, I had a big argument with a group that was protesting also.
Protesting.
These were
Protesting.
Muslims. These were Muslims inside of a town square, and they had a big sign on their chest that said liars. Okay? I speak fluent German, so I said to them, who is the liar? Blvd. Yeah? And this message he was trying to get across, it's the media. I says, well, they're only the messenger, they're not the liar. I says, you effing veterans are the liars. I have an intolerance for Muslims of any kind.
Well, you know, I mean,
I think if I says, I can go deep into this. I mean, we had a shouting match on the square.
and see, you and I are showing we don't have to do that, but we can have a civil and rational discussion.
Yeah. Let me ask you another issue. What do you think about the election that we had in Wisconsin?
Well, I think the election in Wisconsin was good. I never was disappointed from my perspective. There are a lot of things that happen. I mean, the evidence is a lot of people think that recalls aren't legitimate unless there's some real, malfeasance, if there's some crime in office. Just as the Republicans recalled Gray Davis in California. So I think that elections matter. Of course, I wanted the Democrats to turn Walker out because I don't believe in trying to destroy unions. He's a union buster. And so I'm disappointed. I have to be honest about that. And it shows the power of money. And that's what
what's scary.
One day
we've got a situation where you and I hope
they had some clever ads that turned people's opinions.
People really respond to sound
If he committed a crime, like a sexual crime probably, then he shouldn't be.
Inside of government. I am opposed to that. Because it's like holding us.
Any free society supports free trade unions. When the Nazis came to power, when communists come to power, the first thing they bust is the free trade union movement. They take away the right to strike. Hitler did that, Stalin did that, they all do that. Because it's a fundamental aspect of free society to have the right to revolt. Now, we may disagree about whether that's legitimate in certain cases, but I think, again, that's a fundamental aspect of human freedom. And so I support trade unions. I'm in the American Federation of Teachers. We don't have collective bargaining rights here in Texas. So our union is really, frankly, kind of limited in terms of its influence. But I do believe in the labor movement for that reason. And I think the labor movement's, an essential piece of society because if you don't have the unions with some, credibility and influence, things get out of
What
whack.
about all the corrupt unions? Like you had the Teamsters union, right? Jimmy Hoffa and all those. I think that gives people a bad taste about what they stand for.
You want to kick those people out of the trade union movement, read them out entirely. Because, what we call that is business trade unionism. People like Jimmy Hoffa had the whole, business mentality. The union was just another business for these guys. And you got gangsters like the mafia. That's capitalism kind of ripped, kind of run rampant.
So who do you think's going to win the presidency?
Well,
who do you want?
I want Obama to win.
He has to. He absolutely has to.
That's the worst case. And I'm not saying that because he's a black guy. I don't care what color he is, pink, purple, or what. But I don't like Obama's policy. I'm starting at the top, for me anyways, at the border. I think, he gives good lip service, but when Texas wanted to send the troops on there, the federal government negated that. Now, in Arizona, you got the situation where the federal government is suing Arizona because they're trying to do the job that the feds aren't. I mean,
But hasn't Obama deported more Hispanic than any other president?
it's not enough. There needs to be more.
Why is this a hateful? Why criminalize?
It needs to be absolute. It needs to be absolute. I'm an immigrant.
Yeah.
Okay?
Which country are you from?
Germany.
Okay.
Me too. But, okay. The
what's it?
Latino are doing all the work.
The
Prices are going to go way up. They already have
I'm
gone
willing to
up.
support those prices. What city in Germany are you from?
Nuremberg, Ansbach. Always send me in there.
I'm from Lüdenscheid.
Yeah, you're
Who knows what the negotiations? In our country, it's an all-in message. People are in the strokes rather than. I know with my job at the college, there are people with differing points of view. We nonetheless have to work together in a cooperative way. Wouldn't it be better if that model were spread to the entire? Is that utopian?
Yeah, I said you're utopian.
Yeah,
I think it's possible.
Yeah, but that's right. We want a better world.
And what you're saying is I don't.
We have different visions of the better world and what'll get us there. I don't believe. I think this is where we. And tell me if I'm wrong about this. You tend to believe in individualism that pretty much is unchecked because you think the greater good comes if we're all free to kind of pursue our own interests as much as possible. Is that kind of
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
And I just say that leads to terrible problems in society. And I would use the state.
We have laws regulate.
And that's democracy. That's what democracy means.